Module 6, Generating Orthographics, covers the following topics: Ortho Manager and Ortho Generation. The first topic in Module 6 is the Ortho Manager. Once our model is complete, we would like to create some orthographic drawings, plan views, elevations, details from our 3D model. For this sample, I have created a box, a boundary box, around our entire model so that we can see what it would look like inside of a box. Makes it a little easier to describe the techniques for creating the orthos. So when we look at our top view or our plan view, we can see that the model is inside the box. We go to our front view, which would be a south elevation. We see that the box is actually a little bit below the model. So when I create the orthographic, I'm going to see everything that is inside of the window. We don't have to do the whole area, but for this sample, we'll take a look at doing those. Go back to our isometric. So our first step is to click on the Make Ortho tab, which opens up our Ortho Manager. Nothing is there by default, but we can go in and create new ortho items. Click on the Create New, give it a unique name, and we'll just call it Plan View M6 for I'm in Model 6. Plan View asks for the base plane coordinates. We can either put them in manually or select them from the drawing. I have my bounding box, so I'll just pick from end to end to get those values in. We can then click Next. For the elevation, we can select it from the drawing, and I can just pick from one end to the next, and that gives us our elevation, and then I can add that. Once we're done, we just click Finish, and it now creates a plan view and has those values saved. We can modify those at any time by using the Edit Ortho option. Let's create one more. Let's create the south elevation. This time we'll do an elevation view, and this will be from the south. And again, base plane coordinates. We can pick the same ones, so representing that bounding area. Click Next. Again, we want to pick our elevation, so we can go from the bottom to the top. Again, to set our elevations, and then click Finish. In our Ortho Manager, we have now created a south elevation view and a plan view. Our last topic in Module 6 is the Ortho Generation. So once we've created our ortho views using our Make Ortho tab, using our Ortho Manager to create the views, if we need to edit the views, we can simply click on and edit the information. What we'd like to do now is actually create the orthos. So we select the view and then we click Generate. 3DSMART will create the plan view automatically from the model using the values specified. We see we're in the Layout tab. We see that there's a viewport that has been cut. We can set a viewport scale if need be. We can then insert borders and text information. Dimensional data can now be applied to this drawing. Save the drawing, and it saves it as Plan View -M6. Let's take a look at where those would be located. And they're located in your project folder under the Ortho tab. And we see now our Plan View M6. We can then close this drawing off, as it is a separate drawing from our 3D model. And we're back to our Ortho Manager. We can then select the south elevation, select Generate, and it will create a drawing as well, using the values supplied within the Ortho Manager to create the view. Again, at this point, we can insert borders, add dimensions, text information to fully complete the drawing. Again, save the drawing, close this one out, get back to our model, create more views and generate them as required. Close off the manager, we'll save the drawing. This concludes the topics covered in Module 6. Review the topics in Module 6 or select the next module.